First up is the iconic Marina Bay Sands. If you wanted to build an iconic hotel in 2006, Singapore was probably not on anyone's radar. Dubai was doing the Burj Khalifa, Las Vegas had the Strip, and here comes Las Vegas Sands saying they'll drop $5.6 billion on 3 towers, topped with a boat-shaped sky park that shouldn't even be physically possible. The Marina Bay Sands opened in 2010, and it looked like someone stacked 3 giant rectangles, then balanced a cruise ship on top, because that's exactly what they did. The sky park stretches 340 meters across all 3 towers, weighs 7,000 metric tons in permanent steelwork, and hangs 200 meters off the ground. It's got an infinity pool that makes every other rooftop pool look like a kiddie bath, and the whole thing was engineered to withstand wind loads that would make most buildings nervous. The towers themselves had to be built with millimeter precision, because if even one was slightly off, the sky park wouldn't fit. Spoiler alert, it fit perfectly. But Marina Bay Sands wasn't just about showing off, it transformed an entire waterfront. The integrated resort brought in conventions, exhibitions, concerts, and became Singapore's most photographed landmark overnight. Suddenly, the Singapore skyline had an identity that wasn't just about office towers. The gamble paid off too. By 2015, Las Vegas Sands had recouped most of their investment, and the property became one of the most profitable casinos in the world. Next, let's explore the futuristic gardens by the bay. Right next to Marina Bay Sands, something even wilder was happening. The government decided to build a garden, but not just any garden, one with giant metal trees that light up at night because why not? Gardens by the Bay opened in 2012 after 5 years of construction and a price tag of $1 billion. It covers 101 hectares of reclaimed land and features 18 super trees that range from 25 to 50 meters tall. These aren't decorative props either. The super trees are vertical gardens covered in over 200 species of plants and ferns. They collect rainwater, they generate solar power, and at night they put on a light show synchronized to music. It's part botanical garden, part engineering marvel, and completely Singaporean in its ambition. The whole project was about creating green space in a land-starved city and proving that sustainability could actually look cool. The cloud forest and flower dome conservatories are climate-controlled biodomes, housing plants from Mediterranean and tropical mountain regions. These domes use 30% less energy than conventional buildings thanks to innovative cooling technology, and the cloud forest features a 35-meter indoor waterfall because subtlety isn't really the goal here. Gardens by the Bay quickly became one of Singapore's top tourist attractions, pulling in millions of visitors annually and winning every sustainability award imaginable. Moving over to Sentosa Island, we have Resorts World Sentosa. While Marina Bay Sands was rising on one side of the island, Sentosa was getting its own massive makeover. Resorts World Sentosa opened in 2010, backed by Genting Group with a $6.59 billion investment. It wasn't just a casino, it was an entire integrated resort featuring Southeast Asia's first Universal Studios theme park, hotels, aquariums, and enough entertainment options to keep families busy for days. The development transformed Sentosa from a sleepy island getaway into a full-blown destination. Universal Studios Singapore opened with 24 rides, and attractions spread across 7 themed zones, from ancient Egypt to a far, far away castle. It became an instant hit, drawing crowds who previously had to fly to Japan or the US for their theme park fix. The SEA Aquarium added one of the world's largest oceanariums with over 100,000 marine animals across 800 species. Resorts World Sentosa faced early challenges though. Opening just as the global financial crisis was easing meant tourism numbers weren't guaranteed, and getting Singaporeans comfortable with casino culture required serious marketing finesse. But the bet paid off. The resort was already profitable within a few years, and visitor numbers kept climbing. It proved that Singapore could compete with Macau and Las Vegas on entertainment without losing its family-friendly image. Now, shifting to aviation excellence with Changi Airport Terminal 4. Changi Airport already had a reputation for being one of the best airports in the world, so naturally Singapore decided to make it even better. Terminal 4 opened in 2017 after a $985 million build on the site of the old budget terminal. It brought 195,000 square meters of space designed around a fast and seamless travel concept. What made Terminal 4 different was the technology. It was one of the first terminals globally to implement full self-service check-in, bag drop, immigration, and boarding. Passengers could move through the entire airport without interacting with a single staff member if they wanted. Facial recognition replaced boarding passes, and automated systems handled everything from security to baggage handling. Terminal design focused on natural light, with a 2-story high window facade and gardens integrated throughout the space. It could handle 16 million passengers annually and featured 80 retail and dining outlets. Terminal 4 wasn't just about capacity, though. It was about setting the standard for what airports could be in the 21st century, proving that automation and hospitality aren't mutually exclusive. Staying at Changi, here's the stunning Jewel Changi Airport. In 2019, Changi decided to one-up itself again. Jewel Changi Airport opened as a $1.7 billion nature-themed entertainment complex connected to Terminal 1. It features the world's tallest indoor waterfall, the HSBC Rain Vortex, which drops 40 meters through the center of a glass dome surrounded by a terraced forest. Jewel isn't technically a terminal. It's a hybrid space mixing transit functions with retail, dining, entertainment, and gardens. The 5-story complex includes 280 shops and restaurants, a hotel, attractions like canopy and hedge mazes, and walking trails that make you forget you're in an airport. The Rain Vortex alone circulates 10,000 gallons of water per minute and became an instant Instagram phenomenon. The project took 5 years to complete and involved draining and reclaiming the space of an old car park. The glass and steel dome roof uses 9,000 pieces of glass and 18,000 steel beams. Architect Moshe Safdie designed it to blur the line between nature and built environment, and honestly, it works. Jewel opened to massive crowds and immediately became a destination in itself, not just a stopover. Back to essential infrastructure, introducing the Marina Barrage. In 2008, while everyone was focused on casino resorts, Singapore quietly completed one of its most important infrastructure projects, the Marina Barrage, a $226 million dam across the mouth of the Marina Channel, created Singapore's 15th reservoir and helped solve the island's chronic water security issues. The barrage isn't just functional, it's multifunctional. The rooftop became a green recreational space where families fly kites and have picnics. Below, the dam houses 9 crest gates that control water levels and prevent flooding in the city during heavy storms. It also became a sustainable gallery showcasing Singapore's water story and green building technologies. Marina Barrage supplies up to 10% of Singapore's water needs, and the reservoir it created turned the Marina Bay area from saltwater into freshwater, allowing the area to be developed into the tourist and entertainment hub it is today. It's the kind of unglamorous mega project that doesn't get headlines, but fundamentally changed how Singapore functions. For sports enthusiasts, check out the Singapore Sports Hub. By 2014, Singapore had world-class everything except a modern national stadium. So they built one. The Singapore Sports Hub opened after years of delays and a $1.33 billion price tag. It replaced the old National Stadium with a complex featuring a 55,000-seat stadium, an indoor arena, an aquatic center, and multiple training facilities. The National Stadium featured the world's largest free-spanning dome roof, which could be opened or closed in 20 minutes. It hosted everything from National Day parades to concerts by global superstars to SEA Games. The complex was designed to be a sports and entertainment hub, not just a football field. In 2022, it was renamed the Kallang, and the rebrand signaled a shift toward making it more commercially viable and community-focused. Early years were rocky, though. The track wasn't FIFA approved, the roof design caused issues with natural grass, and operating costs were astronomical. But the facility gradually found its footing, hosting major events and becoming central to Singapore's sporting identity. It proved that even troubled mega projects can eventually deliver value. Finally, in the heartlands, our Tampines Hub. Not every mega project needs to be flashy or downtown. Our Tampines Hub opened in 2017, As Singapore's largest integrated community and lifestyle hub, it cost $500 million and brought together multiple government agencies, a library, sports facilities, a clinic, hawker center, and community spaces all under one roof. The concept was simple. Instead of scattering services across a neighborhood, put them in one massive building that serves as the heartbeat of Tampines. The hub spans a gross floor area of 120,000 square meters and sees over 20,000 visitors daily. It's got an indoor running track, an indoor swimming complex, function rooms, and enough activities to keep residents busy without leaving their town. Our Tampines Hub wasn't about tourism or global recognition. It was about livability, about creating spaces where communities could thrive. It set a template for future heartland developments, proving that mega projects don't always need to be for show. Sometimes they're just about making life better for regular people. Now, to wrap it all up, every single one of these projects faced skeptics, people who said it was too ambitious, too expensive, too risky. And yet they all stand today as proof that ambition isn't reckless when it's backed by planning and execution. Singapore didn't build these mega projects to fit in. It built them to stand out, to show that size isn't everything, but vision is. And judging by what's already in the pipeline, what's already being planned right now in boardrooms and engineering firms across the island, the next wave of mega projects is going to make these 8 look like just the warm-up act.